At a request from one of my subscribers, here's a look at what I can safely say is one of the best French films that I've ever seen. La Haine is a dark and gritty look at a day in the lives of three friends who all live in the Parisian slums. In the early 90s, Paris underwent several vicious riots, leading to some cruel acts of police brutality in response. The people who clashed most violently with the police were the people who lived in the ghettos and the slums of the city, most of them being immigrants or the children of immigrants. Considering that the director of this movie wrote the script after one of his friends died in a case of police brutality, I think it's safe to say there's quite a bit of truth merged in with the fiction of this movie. The three main actors of La Haine are referred to by their real-life first names. Vincent Cassel is an Israeli youth that's on the verge of exploding with anger and hatred. Hubert Condé is an Afro-Frenchman whose gym has been burned and pillaged by rioters. Meanwhile, Saïd Taghmaoui is a fast-talking Maghrebian whose search for money owed to him is one of the two big underlying goals that these three characters have in the movie. La Haine is much less interested in a linear storyline than it is in making a stream-of-consciousness movie. It almost plays out like Clerks does, complete with the dark humor and the occasional cultural reference. The three friends spend 19 hours or so traveling around doing almost nothing of any real value except to themselves. They argue, they provoke people, they get harassed by the police, all of it leading to the trio reaching a crossroads where the simple decisions they make will change their lives forever. It's interesting to see them develop their characters through their words and their actions. Vince is the loose cannon, hiding his deep insecurities with a massive amount of confrontational anger. Hubert is much more grounded and calm, but he's deeply resentful of his surroundings, and he wants a way out. And Saïd constantly stands as the middleman between these two characters. The main conflict is that one of their friends has been brutally beaten by the police, and is currently lying in the hospital. Vince has procured a gun, and he vows to kill a cop if their friend dies. The promise hangs over their heads like the sword of Damocles throughout the movie, even when they're busy with something else entirely. La Haine works because we believe that these three could exist, and we completely believe their world and their attitudes. All three of the actors do incredible jobs, as do most of the supporting roles. The movie is very good at focusing on the way these people constantly let their hatred get in the way of any kind of reason. This leads to deep suspicions on both sides and a lot of excessive anger that destroys so many people's lives so needlessly.